Hello everyone, Ember here, and welcome back to a new video. And in this one, I'm going to be taking a look at some new City League results for the post-rotation format. Now, I know every YouTuber is now doing this because, well, it's post-rotation, it's interesting, and the format is looking pretty spicy, really, pretty spicy, all things considered. Now, I do want to mention before we get going is that this is Japan's post-rotation format with the set Perfect Order included. So they already have, like Mega Zygarde and stuff. They already have that stuff. But this does mean that they will also be getting another set, Ninja Spinner, I think just before our rotation. So effectively, their format will indeed change. Like, our format won't look like this forever, basically, is what I'm trying to say in a very confusing, meddling way. It's basically a few months down the line after rotation, we'll be getting, Mega Greninja and all that stuff. So, like Mega Greninja was leaked. It does look to be pretty good, but aside from all that stuff, that is something to bear in mind. These results could change drastically as the months go on, basically. But yeah, with all that stuff out of the way, we can finally take a look at the results here. And in first place, we've got Grimmsnarl Frostlass, which I think is pretty cool. Like, I do like Grimmsnarl Frostlass. I was playing it a bit the other day, actually. It was quite fun. But yeah, this list honestly looks pretty straightforward. Like, one thing that I'm kind of surprised about with the post-rotation format in Japan is that it looks like the format has actually slowed down enough to the point where even Stage 2 decks losing Arvin and TM Evolution isn't actually a big enough of a deal, and you can just get away with running Stage 2 still, which I think is really cool because I was kind of bothered that maybe post-rotation would actually see the end of Stage 2 decks, and that we'd just see a lot of like really big basics or powerful Stage 1s, and no more Stage 2s, but it does look like we are, firmly within the Stage 2 grasp. So yeah, for Monkey Dory, we love to see it. Everyone's favorite Pokemon card, I'm sure. For Lily's Determination, because this is probably like the best draw supporter post rotation, I guess. For Team Rocket's Petrol, very, very good card post rotation. If you don't already have a few of these, I would definitely recommend picking up a few of them. They are very good. Two Boss's Orders, yeah, two Morty's Conviction. I thought Boss was rotating, apparently not. Two Morty's Conviction. I actually forgot this was even a thing. This is a good card, actually. This is actually a really good draw supporter. So yeah, another supporter to pick up, actually, if you've not got it. It's actually a good one. Iris's Fighting Spirit is a bit more spicy. Honestly, I would say Morty's was a bit better. Only one judge. So like this person was like, yeah, I would rather draw cards over, Disruption. Because honestly, I think the Shuffle Draw 4, it is very disruptive. But it's a double-edged sword, right? You're disrupting yourself. So if you don't have a good board state, which fair enough can be easy enough to achieve with the deck that ramps its own energy, but at the same time, like if you judge yourself down to 4 cards and those 4 cards are useless because you don't have a draw engine in this build, then that's going to kind of suck. So yeah, that makes sense. We've also got 3 Pokepad. If you don't know what this card does, it basically just says search your deck for Pokemon without a Roblox. So it literally gets a Snorunt, a Frostlass, like a Morgum, an Impidimp, a Monkidori, because Nest Ball is rotating. It can also get you a Shaman, which is nice, or a Budew. So, very, very good card, a very, very good card. Like, I would always just try and pick up 4 of these, basically, when it comes out, because it's a very good card. 3 Night Stretcher, that doesn't rotate. 2 Buddy Poffin, 2 Rare Candy, 1 Secret Box, because, of course, the A-Specs are sticking around. Ultra Ball, but quite a costly card, post-rotation, I think. 1 Energy Switch, 1 Air Balloon, and 4 Spike Myth. So yeah, pretty solid list, pretty consistent. The 2 Grimmsnarl and 2 Rare Candy feels not suspicious, but like it does feel a bit risky in a sense. Like I feel like if you prize a Grimmsnarl or you prize a Rare Candy, it might be kind of tricky to find them at the end of the day, but maybe it's working out for this player. Alakazam, I think, is actually really cool. I'm happy that Alakazam has made it in. We'll look at a few more of these. I won't look at every single list here, by the way. There's a bit of overlap. I do want to look at the Mega Zygarde list, actually, though. So, yeah, I think we'll look at... I think Toxtricity Sharpedo is just very straightforward post-rotation, but we can have a look at that one, actually. I might try a few of these out on the channel, by the way, just before rotation, just to see how they go down. But yeah, Alakazam's kind of cool because it means you can use Hilda and Dawn, basically, and just get properly set up. Like, Hilda's a really cool card in this deck. But, yeah, it is worth mentioning, actually, that if you're using the Abra from 151, the one with, like, the really cool ability and 40 HP, you will have to switch it for this one. Because, it's kind of cool, get plus 10 HP. But at the same time, like, 151 is rotating. So, we can't use that Abra anymore. But yeah, 4 Alakazam, 3 Kadabra because you still want to use the ability. 4 Forwarded Unsparse, 1 Psyduck, 1 Fanrotom, 1 Shaman. So, no EX cards. Pretty cheap, pretty straightforward. 4 OVs across the board, really. 2 Enhanced Hammer, that is spicy. What on earth is this for? Like, what? Is there a good special energy I'm just not thinking of? Like, I know I've not really been playing this game that much, and I've not really been paying attention to the meta, but like, 2 Enhanced Hammers? What kind of greed is this? I know there's like, all right, maybe there was a special energy actually that prevents like effects of attacks or something, or like prevents damage counters. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why they play Enhanced Hammers. 2 Night Stretcher, 2 Wonders patch. Interesting, I guess. I suppose you can like find it with a supporter question mark. No, you can't. There's no item search in this deck. There's no Team Rocket's Petrol or whatever his name is. So Wonders patch, bit spicy. I would have preferred just more energy, to be honest. Full Battle Cage. Yeah, you kind of need this, to be fair. Like, otherwise, this deck just gets destroyed by, like, spread decks. So, yeah, it's still really cool, though, to see. Okay, what else do we have here? 5th place, Sharpedo. Pretty cool. Got a Kangaskhan in here, which is nice to see. Any other Pokemon of interest? Pekarunt makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I think Mega Sharpedo is like a pretty... Oh, sorry. I think Mega Sharpedo is like a pretty solid pick for post-rotation. Like, it does a lot of damage. It's still a 3-prize Pokemon, which is a bit risky, but, like, we've got the same kind of supporter layout here. Determination, Petrol, Boss, Judge, Brock Scouting, interestingly enough. So I guess, like, you don't have to play Dawn, so, like, Brock Scouting is just a slightly better Dawn in terms of finding basics, which is cool. 4 Pokepad again, yeah. Unfair Stamp, I forgot that was a thing post-rotation. That's a bit disgusting, because I don't think the draw engines are that powerful post-rotation. But, yeah, I think Unfair Stamp will be one of the best ace specs as well, but we'll see. 1 Energy Recycler, 1 Mega Stick, oh my god, so many 1-0s. 1 Air Balloon, 1 Punk Helmet, 1 Risky Ruins, 1 Watchtower. This player is just trying anything and everything, were they? Yeah, it's an interesting list, though. It's very spicy. I suppose with Petrol as well, you can kind of just, find whatever. I think most of these are pretty self-explanatory. I will check out Zygarde and Slowking. I'll also leave a link to this in the description. If I forget to do that, please let me know and I'll do it. But yeah, I don't want to go through everything in this video because I also want to check out this other City League tournament. But yeah, I just want to quickly check out these other 2 lists. 14th place, Mega Zygarde. You'll love to see it. I'm so looking forward to this card. I think it's kind of bad, but like it looks fun. So yeah, 2 Mega Zygarde, 3 Okidogi. Okay, I see Okidogi's kind of like the main guy here. But yeah, okay, Okidogi's pretty cool. Like, can do a lot of damage. Solid HP for a single prizer, and the Barbaracle, of course, accelerating that fighting energy from your hand. So that's nice. Cornerstone Mask Ogapon. Got a Shaman in here. Nice, nice. Okay, Rock Fighting Energy. This is the one I don't remember what it does. I think maybe... Was this the one that's like prevent all effects of your own attacks done to you? All the effects of your opponent's attacks? Because that's pretty good. Legacy Energy is also quite nice. They take 1 for your prize card. So it's basically just turning like Mega Zygarde into a 2-prize Pokemon with 310 HP, which is not kind of broken at all, but 4 Prism Energy because we kind of need this for not Zygarde, sorry, Okidogi. You also can't run Luminous because Luminous is rotating. So if you're going to play anything Okidogi related post-rotation, guys, you will need 4 Prism Energy, bear in mind. But yeah, the trainers are quite nice. 2 Luminous City, really. Luminous City is not a stadium that I thought would see much play post-rotation, but maybe it works out nicely here. Luminous City is basically just search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it onto your bench, which sounds a bit like Artisan, except Luminous City gets any basic, so can get like Megas and EXs and stuff, but it ends your turn. So like, yeah. So you want to use this on the first turn of the game and basically no other times, which feels kind of bad. Core Memory, 350 for 4 Fighting Energy, and then you have to discard all energy attached to Zygarde. But 350 is a ridiculous amount of damage. It's a very good card. 3 Air Balloon makes sense. I thought Air Balloon and Scrapper would actually be in more decks post-rotation. 4 Pokepad, 4 Gong, cool. 3 Explorer's Guidance, that's kind of spicy. Look at the top 6, put them into your hand and discard the other cards, because you don't really have synergy with the discard pile. Like, you're not playing like Wonder Patch or whatever, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, 3 Mortys again. Yeah, Morty stocks are going up. Yeah, Morty's cool. But yeah, this is a fun list. We'll definitely have to make a note of this, and we'll try it post-rotation. Yeah, 16th place was Slowking. Kind of spicy because Slowking, of course, loses Zatu, which is like the best way of accelerating energy and drawing cards in the deck. So what else is this deck playing? It's playing a Vanillix, actually, which is spicy. So I can actually double the damage counters, so it takes pressure off needing to chain Kyurem, I guess. We've got a Tatsuguri, a Shaman, a Clefairy, Latias, Fez, and Meowth. So Fez is actually still a thing post rotations, just without nest balls, it's a bit hard to find. So I guess not many players want to rely on it. And then one Meowth. I'm not going to enjoy playing against this card. Four Lilies, a Carmine, Cypher. Yeah, I've got a Hassle in here. That's kind of spicy. A Drayton. I forgot Drayton was post rotation. What else is there that's... Wait, are you not playing the... Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. 4 Wonders patch. So, yeah, if you want to play a fun single prize deck that does have, like, a lot of one-offs, which might be annoying to track down IRL, but, you know, if you are playing this IRL, then good luck to you finding all this stuff. But, yeah, like, 4 Wonders patch is definitely the best card in this deck now, just for accelerating energy. And then 4 Academy at Night is really good. So, yeah, it's a very fun deck. It's just, like, it's a pain to build IRL because you need all this, like, niche stuff. Like, you have to play Academy at Night, which is from the special set, basically. So, yeah, kind of annoying to build. But yeah, I think that's kind of it for this City League. I already spent quite a while on it. We could look at a Mega Lucario build, I guess, real quick, because I do want to see that. Is Toxtricity any interesting? And we got anything spicy going on here? Just bits and bobs. I've got a Mega Absol. A Brute Bonnet. Okay, that's cool. Team Rocket Sneasel. What does this do again? Okay. So like a finishing move, I guess, and an Okie Dokie. Okay, spicy. So very, just a bit of this and a bit of that kind of deck. Got a Xerasic in there as well, which is fun. A redeemable ticket, cool. Punk Helmet. It's an interesting list. It's not my cup of tea personally, but it is kind of spicy, like this Toxtricity Dark Box. Okay, 6th place. What was this? Mega Lucario, Hariyama. Yeah, this was the deck that I think a lot of people were like really gassing up for post rotation, saying it's going to be the bee's knees and whatnot. Like, I'm not really 100% sold on Mega Lucario, but you know, these results would suggest it's got at least decent potential. Like, it's definitely climbing at least one tier in the general tier list of things right now, so that's cool. Lily's, Carmine, Warrior's Compassion, Judge, Boss, Premium Power Pro, Pokepad, cool. It's like pretty much the same trainers as we've been looking at today. Hero's Cape, yeah, plus 100 HP. So this bad boy can have 440 HP, which is a bit disgusting. But yeah, very straightforward, consistent list. Cornerstone's always nice to see. And then you've got like the classic Lunatone, Solrock Draw Engine. So yeah, seems pretty solid. Now for the next league, it was a bit more spicy. We actually had Okie Dokie winning the whole thing. And we've also got Honchkrow in 2nd place, which is spicy. And I do also want to bring up at least 1 or 2 more of these. Where was it? I've just seen it. There we go. Frostlass Starmie. This is the deck that I thought would be really good. So we'll see how that goes. Right, 1st place, though, we've got Okie Dokie. Now, not playing any Mega Lucario. Sad face. I kind of like Mega Lucario, so this is a bit sad. But yeah, Okie Dokie, just a very good card, though. 3 Okie Dokie, 2 Tuba Barracle. Then you got the Solrock Draw Engine. And then Monkey Dory, of course. Why not? Blood Moon or Salona. The cool one, at least. It's not the EX. So that's nice. But yeah, this one makes sense, I guess. Like, you just smack something with Okie Dokie or Solrock, and then Blood Moon finishes them off, which is cool. 3 Tarragon. What does Targon do again? Oh, yeah, I remember Targon. So this is the one where it's like put 4 in any combination of fighting Pokemon and basic fighting energy from your discard pile into your hand. That's kind of cool. So, like, yeah, because you can discard energy as much as you want with Lunatone, and then Tarragon just picks up everything. So that's cool. I guess that's like a nicer way than just relying on, you know, aggressive draw power and stuff. But yeah, 4 Carmine, 4 Lilies, 4 Boss. Okay, we've got to give this a go post rotation. This looks like a lot of fun. 3 Battle Cage, cool. 2 Air Balloon, Prime Catcher, nice. 3 Night Stretcher. Yeah, I think this will be like one of the better single prize decks post rotation. Like, maybe the best, to be honest. But like, I think this is better than Slowking. Like, this is probably just way more consistent. Like, Slowking probably has more spike potential because of all like the crazy shenanigans that you can do and like all the cool Kyurem combos. But I think overall this will be like the better deck of the two. But yeah, Okie Dokie's cool. I do like Okie Dokie. All right, moving on. We've got Honchkrow. Now, honestly, when I first looked at Honchkrow, I was like, don't think it's that good, but like maybe it just has enough power where it can get by in the format. So for 2 colorless, you discard any amount of Team Rocket supporters from your hand, and you do 60 damage for each heads. Not for each head, sorry, for each supporter. I'm too used to reading coin flips. But yeah, 60 damage for each Team Rocket supporter you discard. So you need a lot of Team Rocket stuff. Only 2 petrol. That's kind of surprising, but I guess Ariana is more important. Archer's also pretty good. Archer's also very good in a format, I think, where draw power is limited. Giovanni's just a better boss's orders anyway, and then Proton's pretty good for getting the board going. Then we do also have Porygon-Z with our command, which is essentially just an attack to use in the late game with his deck. And then Porygon 2 also has the same attack. So yeah, seems pretty solid. I'm still not 100% sold on this deck. Actually, you have Miracle Headset. There we go. Best ace spec in the game. Search your deck. Not search your deck. Search your discard pile of the 2 supporters and put them into your hand. So that's nice. Get an extra 120 damage basically for an ace spec, which is cool. So, got some fun options here. But yeah, I'm still not 100% sold on Honchkrow, but, maybe Honchkrow is the secret BDF post-rotation. All right, in 5th place, we've got the Mega Starmie. 120 damage, 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. How annoying is that? Then we've also got Frostlass to spread damage counters. So yeah, quite fun. Also got Mega Frostlass, which is kind of spicy. 50 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. And then the second attack does 150. And then your opponent's active is now asleep, which is quite nice. And then 3 Monkey-Dory, of course, because every deck has to play 4 Monkey-Dory post-rotation. Shaman, Budyu, pretty cool. I do like Mega Starmie a lot, actually. Got Crispin, Hilda's boss. Pokepad, yeah, like, I do think this is a very good deck. Risky Ruins, yeah, so like plus an extra 2 damage counters whenever a player benches something. It does apply to you. You do have to be careful, but I mean, it's free damage on your Monkey-Dory, so like, still pretty good. Crispin. I guess Crispin makes sense, right? Because you're ramping water and dark energy, so you could like try and power up that second attack on Mega Starmie and do 210, ignoring all effects if you wanted to. So it's a nice little option there, but that's 5th place Mega Starmie. And I think that's pretty much it for spicy lists. Frostlass Bronzong, maybe? That sounds kind of spicy. There is a Mega Venusaur deck. I suppose we should have a look at Mega Venusaur. I'm also like, I'm consciously aware there is a Diplin build here, but, I think everyone knows what Diplin looks like. Does everyone know what Diplin looks like? Okay, fine. We'll look at Diplin. I'm a big sucker for Diplin. I do play it a lot, but that's probably why I don't want to showcase it, because like I know the deck too well at this point. What have we got in here? Anything spicy? No Seeking, which is fair, I guess. There's not really any big fire decks post-rotation. Like Mega Charizard's just like, I guess, dead and buried at that point. 4 Lily's Determination, 3 Box Scouting, 2 Boss, a Kieran. I do like Kieran. I play Kieran in my own builds. We've got a Black Belt's Training, good card. Lonazade, good card. Fennel, really? I suppose with like... Yeah, I suppose with like spread decks and whatnot, I guess this protects you against Frostlass board wipes, but it's not going to protect you against most spread decks, I don't think. I don't think this is enough. Maybe because you don't have like really enough bench space to justify a Psyduck, which kind of makes sense, I guess. Like you want 2-3 Thwackies. You want, your 2 Diplin in play. You want your Lilligant, probably. You want your Shaman. Like, yeah, I guess for now makes sense. Secret Box Ace Spec, kind of spicy. Kind of prefer the... Yeah, this is kind of spicy. I much prefer the Hyperspace build or the Maximum Belt build, but still kind of cool. But yeah, that's 10th place. Was there really anything else? There was Venusaur, but I think we've already got Venusaur loaded. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for these tournaments in terms of spice. We've got a new Bronzong deck. Let's go. What is this? Oh, it's this one. I thought it'd be the Tool Drop one. Okay, that's cool. Evolution Jammer, 30 damage. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any Pokemon to evolve their Pokemon. Okay, that's kind of fun. So it's like a funky disruption where your opponent has to like boss around it. You've even got the Salvatore. Okay, they're cooking here because you can Meowth for it. So like, yeah, that's nice. So you can Meowth the Salvatore going second and then immediately Bronzong them. So literally during turn 2, they can't evolve, which is cool. So like, yeah, that's a nice little combo. And then Frostlass can stack damage counters. Mega Frostlass is like your really big beat stick, but Yeah, you're definitely playing this as a much slower deck. Like it's not a fast deck, put it that way. You even got like telepath energy in here. So yeah, it's an interesting deck for sure. I think telepath energy is the one that like searches a deck for two basics and puts them on the bench, psychic basics. So that'll be good for like monkey dories, which is gross, but yeah, seems pretty good. What is Meddling Memo? I feel like I've never seen this card in my life. Your opponent counts the cards in their hand, shuffle those cards, and puts them on the bottom of their deck. If they do, they draw that many cards. Okay, so it's like if you know they have Pokemon in their hand or like a boss for next turn, then you can Meddling Memo them, I guess. That's kind of fun. Oh yeah, Pokegear survives rotation. I forgot about that. Okay, some cool cards though. It's a very cool list. 3 Surfer, that's spicy. I guess you do want to switch around a bit with this deck. Like Bronzong's kind of, yeah, Bronzong's a big Pokemon. Yeah, 3 retreat cost. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, 3 Surfer. I would still say maybe 1 less Surfer plus a Morty or something, but maybe I'm just too big of a Morty fan. What else we've got here? We've got the Venusaur deck to round out the video because I'm feeling a bit tired now. We've got Meganium Crustle, which is fun. 2 Mega Venusaur. Yeah, I don't know about Mega Venusaur still. It seems like a lot of work, basically. But like maybe I'm just misjudging. Post rotation. When the format slows down a bit, maybe this is the way. We've got Pokepads still, so it's not as if decks are really going that fast. Got a Kieran in here. Kofu. Feels like every deck is just running different supporters, actually. I take it back what I said earlier about decks playing the same stuff. I think decks are playing very different supporters. Got Kofu in here, which is a choice. I guess if there's 2 cards you just don't need in your hand, like Max Rod or something, or an extra Stadium, and you're just like, yeah, let's just draw 4. I still think Morty's is probably better. Because Morty's is always like discard 1, probably draw 5 most of the time, but I could see the argument for Kofu. Like, I could see it. But yeah, seems like a pretty solid list. But yeah, Max Rod is the ace bag. But yeah, interesting lists. Interesting for sure. So yeah, so let me know what you think about post rotation down below. Honestly, I think these lists look really fun. There's definitely a lot of really spicy options, and I'll definitely be looking forward to giving a go. But yeah, hopefully I'll also like try and record some more videos because I know I've been very quiet the last few days and stuff, and just in general, really like life has been very, very busy for me and a bit painful. So the joys. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. And yeah, thank you for watching.